Everybody join in this melody.
Let us unite, let us unite.
That's the only way we're gonna be free.
Let us unite, let us unite.
Everybody singing this sweet refrain.
Let us unite, let us unite.
Sing this melody till it gets in your brain. Well, I'm talking to you, Muslim, Christian, and Hebrew. Anything to do, we got to unite, or else we are through.
Let us unite, let us unite.
Everybody singing this sweet refrain.
Let us unite, let us unite.
Sing this melody till it gets in your brain.
Let us unite, let us unite.
Everybody singing this melody.
Let us unite, let us unite.
That's the only way we're gonna be free. They're uniting in Ghana, in Mali and Nigeria. All over Africa, the people are getting together. They even uniting in Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, and Angola. And Nkrumah's vision will light the world over from Cape to Cairo, one Africa.
Let us unite, let us unite.
Everybody singing this sweet refrain.
Let us unite, let us unite.
Sing this melody till it gets in your brain.
Let us unite, let us unite.
Come on, do it tonight.
Let us unite, let us unite.
Brothers and sisters, let us unite.
There is a need for unity. The best for you and me. There is a need for unity. The best for you and me. Unity.
Everybody joining this melody. That's the only way we're gonna be free.
Let us unite, let us unite.
Come on, do it tonight.
Let us unite, let us unite.
Brothers and sisters, let us unite. Well, they're uniting in Cuba, Trinidad, Tobago, and Grenada, St. Kitts, Puerto Rico, and Jamaica. Let us unite in America, the yellow man moving in Asia, the red man awakening in India, the black man rising up in Africa. Let us jump up in America. Ha! Ha! Ha!
There is a need for unity. The best for you and me.
All of the nations of the earth as we speak are angry. They're angry because governments cannot suffice the needs of their people. They're angry because a few have gotten wealthy at the expense of the many. And the poor and the sick and the weak and the unlearned multiply. And the value of their lives are diminished by the rich and the powerful. So that when human life is devalued, that in the eyes of man you are unworthy of the gift of life, then it is easy for another human being to take the life of another human being that he or she has devalued. Black life in America is devalued. Hispanic life is devalued. Even poor white life is devalued. There's a way that I have to behave. I'm free, but I'm not free to rob you of yours. I'm not free to take from you what does not belong to me. So if I will construct my life according to these righteous principles, then between man and man, man and woman, peace. Between race and race, peace. Between rich and poor, peace. We have our beautiful Mexican family. This once was theirs. So you can't say to them they are aliens. That's a horrible word to use for former owners. I see my indigenous family here. Many tribes, but they're really one great nation of people that now must be reunited with themselves. So it's their time now, as well as ours, that God would intervene in our affairs and bring the bottom rail to the top. The government is not rehabilitating soldiers. When they send you away to kill. When you come home, they gotta reconstitute you for civilian life again. Make sure you have a job so you can take care of your family, but they're not doing it. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, a woman can do anything that a man does, and the only thing he forbids the woman to do is the thing that degrades her. So how high can you go? High as you want to. Why would God allow the female to wear his attributes if you can't be a manifestation of that attribute? Women, you got to be set free. What God has put within you must be cultivated, must be developed, and must be used for the advancement of a nation and a world. I said to myself, Mr. President, why the hell don't you go to the wicked police department? Why the hell don't you stand up and tell them that your killing of black youth and brown youth is not gonna hold no more? Why don't you stand up? God's word is in need of a truth that will set up a government where everybody can live in peace, under real freedom, real justice, and real equality.
Ready for Evolution. Welcome to not the annual, but the inaugural edition of 2021 Classes in Session. We are blessed and highly favored this day because we are privileged to have none other than our CEO and founder of Wealth Builders Worldwide, Mr. Tyrone Best. He's here honoring us with his presence and with his message today entitled, All You Can Do is All You Can Do. So do it. Family, without further delay, I wish to bring on our CEO and founder to give us well wishes, Mr. Tyrone Best. Mr. Best, are you available, sir? There he is.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Wow. What a way to start the new year off. Brother Eric Teray Mohammed, thank you for inviting me on the show this morning. And folks, I think that title, can you hear me okay, Brother Eric?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, sir.
Okay. I think that subject matter says it all. All you can do is all you can do. And I didn't create that. You know, A.L. Wilms, who started Art Wilms, who created $1 billion corporation, the A.L. Wilms, which became Prime America, I believe. I know. He made a talk called All You Can Do is All You Can Do. And I think I want to launch into 2021 asking you, encouraging you to do all you can do and then relax with a certain degree of confidence that 2021 is going to be an incredible, bright, fantastic, healthy, financially blessed year for you. Do all you can do, but challenge yourself and make sure that you are doing all you can do. And don't challenge yourself by the week, challenge yourself by the hour, by the day. At the very most, I would say, challenge yourself by the day. When this day ends, ask yourself, have I done all I can do today? And that's the best you can do. And in doing all you can do, the second part is make a decision when your brain, when that inspiration, that spark of genius pops into your brain, go do it now. Do it now. When that spirit says, call this person, do it now. When you're out in the street and somebody said, talk to that person, do it now. Get that do it now in your spirit. When they say, make that phone call, do it now. Order that brand package, do it now. Help somebody get a brand package, do it now. Call that distributor, do it now. Do everything to be guided by this instinct, this spirit in you that says, I'm going to take action right now. There are so many times in my 37-year journey in this industry where, because I responded right then, because I responded to that inner voice that said, make that phone call right now, things happen in a very positive way. The point I'm getting at is a lot of things happen in this business. We think we planned it, but as Linda Spence Johnson last night said, we're walking in divine order. Now, if you believe this, this is easy to follow, but sometimes we don't hear that inner voice. That inner voice says to us, make that phone call. Be at class in session today. Okay, I didn't have to set the alarm clock, man. I was up at 7 o'clock, fired up after doing that stream last night. I was fired up 7 o'clock this morning. I'm up, ready to go. Okay, do it now. Okay, make every minute count right now. This, to me, folks, is the most stressless thing you could possibly do in your adult life. Understand fully. And good morning to all the folks, Reggie Scott, Raina Shine, all the folks who join us on this class and session. You're the CEO. Good morning, Brother Grundy. You're the boss. Okay? You don't owe anybody any explanation for what you do or not do. Your daily money you earn, that's your performance review. And nobody can beat you up about what you do or don't do. It's great to have an accountability partner, like you call on this call when you talk to the leadership, like Brother Eric Teray and Cece Mahone and different people who are leaders, and Busy Bird and all the folks who are leaders in this program who plug in every day. You are accountable as on a friendly basis, but you don't owe any explanation to anyone, and you can't be fired. That right there should crank you up every day. Man, look, yeah, I struggled in this industry for about 10 years. But I was never worried about being fired because I wasn't about to fire me. I never got chewed out because of something I didn't do. Because I wasn't going to chew me out because that doesn't make me feel good, chewing myself out. Okay? I mean, I don't know if you understand that. This is your business. It's yours. It's not Brother Eric Teray Muhammad's. It's not mine. It's not Joseph Hyde's business. It's your business. The minute you file a form, you become an independent affiliate and you're the CEO of your company. And so there's no in the world you should be stressed out about this business. Now, you could be stressed out about your situation. You could be stressed out about your bills. You could be stressed out about where you are financially right now. But don't blame the business for the stress you're in if you're under any kind of stress. And believe me, let me throw this point out there. Stress is imaginary. Stress is how we respond to a situation. See, the situation is not necessarily good or bad. It's how we choose to respond to that situation. You heard me say so many times, you heard it repeated last night. I said, in every adversity lies the seed of equal or greater benefit. Well, if you believe that to be true, even when something on the surface happens that appears to be bad, you have to start looking for what's the benefit in this thing. I mean, I had my first brain tumor back in 1985. I had the attitude then because I'd read enough books that had already instilled that attitude in me. So I'm looking for the benefit. I'm in the hospital, say, hope that maybe I find me a doctor to sponsor. Okay, maybe I'm literally fired up. But the benefit I see from that adversity was it got me out of a job that I hated. I didn't say dislike. I hated waking up in the morning to that job. I truly disliked that job. But as a result of that illness, I end up off of work for about 5 months. I was in one hospital being born. At the same time, my 35-year-old son was being born. So I was in one hospital recovering from a brain tumor, and Val was in another hospital across town giving birth at the exact same time. Okay. Oh, and at that exact same time, that was 1985. We was probably behind every bill in the house. And I had a good job, but I was putting every dime I had in the business. Man, you don't do that here today. Technology has alleviated that that thing where you're putting, hundreds of dollars a week into your gas tank. Okay. It's eliminated babysitter costs, and we invested in hundreds of dollars of tools every single month. The thing like you get his class in session that you're having the privilege to attend every day with Brother Eric Teray and a host of other leaders of Evolve. Man, that kind of stuff in the 80s we paid for. We drove miles to get because there was no video, audio thing you could just plug into from the comfort of your home. It was a heavy price back then. But anyway, the point I'm getting at is that after that brain tumor, I ended up getting a better job, a job I liked in California. I wanted to leave Pittsburgh anyway. Okay, maybe we tell the story why I was offered 3 jobs in Pittsburgh when I got out of college. Now, Miss Spence said, walk in divine order. Can you imagine being offered 3 jobs in 1977 right out of college? And all 3 jobs were in Pittsburgh. This is no joke. See, I'm a stubborn kind of person. I don't listen. When you get offered 3 jobs, whole country, and all 3 jobs were offered to me in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I said no. U.S. Steel offered me. I said no, I'm not going up there. It's way too cold. Talk about a little boy born in Virginia where, wintertime is like 60 degrees. I'm not going. I took a job in D.C., and in about 5 months, they transferred me to Pittsburgh. That's called divine order. Okay, if God wants you someplace, man, you can resist all you want to. Okay, I wasn't listening back then, so I ended up in Pittsburgh anyway. What's the benefit of that? Okay, I think the second best neurosurgeon in the world was at Montefiore Hospital in 1985, and that's who performed my surgery. And I was one of a few people who survived that surgery. So anyway, my point is, in every adversity, you got to look for that thing. And while I'm on that subject, let me help you with a philosophy that may help you in building your business. Stop sharing your problems. Okay, I mean from the bottom of my heart. I mean, I know we grew up in a culture where we have full disclosure. But I'm gonna share something with you. If you like to build your business, if you want to build your business, you will not build your business by sharing your problems with the world. People don't want your drama. They don't want to be a part of your drama. And then watch this. We used to say in the business, and I still say here, if you have some negative and you just seems like you gotta share and have it to talk to someone, share it upline. We make a statement all the time and say, negative goes up to your sponsor, goes upline. They can help or attempt to help, maybe help, or at least be a listening ear. Okay? Do not get on Facebook and share your problems. How are you going to sponsor people to your business on Facebook, on Instagram, when you tell them all your drama? Nobody wants to be a part of your drama. Now, they won't say that because that'd be insensitive, like that wouldn't be spiritual enough, but I'm trying to share some truth with you. I tell you about problems I had, but they were 30 years ago. I'm not telling you about what's going on right now in my life. I'm not telling you that because I know on the outside, just man, that Ty Best, that Valerie Best got it going on. Well, we do have some things going on because we're free, because we pay the price to be free, so they eliminate that stress out your life. Okay? But I got health concerns going on that you don't know anything about. Not necessarily with me, but with Valerie. My mother just got diagnosed with a health situation, 83 years. She's been in beautiful health for the last 20 years. See, I mean, there's stuff going on. Okay? There are folks in this business right now that got some things going on you don't know about. I know about their challenges, and they deal with those things gracefully. You do not want to get on Facebook, get on forum, get on the power call, get on a live Zoom, and tell everybody your problems. Number one, they say half of them glad you got the problems, glad it's not them, and the other half can't help anyway. Okay, and you're trying to recruit people into your business, and you're saying, but right now I'm flat broke, but I'm doing this thing, and one day I'm gonna be wealthy. Well, they're gonna say not at their expense. Okay, I mean I hate to tell you psychologically, that's where people are. That's why you have a trouble sponsor your neighbor. Your neighbor's excited for you. They're glad for you. They don't want the worst for you. But the last thing your neighbor really want to do is see you get wealthy, and they sit right there in the same neighborhood. The last thing your best friend want to do is see, look, watch this, folks. I'm getting cranked up now, Brother Eric. You got to slow me down. I want to teach you something this morning. I really do. Okay? So you understand something psychology about how this business works. Okay? Some of you realize, you said, why can't my friends can really benefit from this business? Why will they get involved? Well, you don't want to take that class, as Jim Rohn said, but here are some of the reasons. They like to see you succeed, but they don't want to see you succeed that much more than they do. They like to see you make some money. They don't mind you making a couple $100. When you start talking about you're gonna become a millionaire, and you're sharing that kind of dream with them. Remember now, when Joseph went to his brothers, his blood relatives, and told them his dream that one day they would be bowing down to him, to his dream, that he was going to be famous. He was going to be a millionaire. He was going to do these things. They sold that child into slavery. The scripture is teaching you something. The scripture also said, do not cast your pearls among swine. What is it saying? Don't cast your dreams. That's your pearls. Don't cast your dreams among non-believers. You might inspire some, but most you will inspire jealousy. They want to see you succeed, but not that much. See, if you say you're going to college, they don't care about that because that's what they choose not to do. If you say you're going to become a doctor, you might have a few dreams to say you can't do that. But most of them will encourage. Just like you see on Facebook, sometimes people post, you say, I got a new job. And everybody cheer and clap and applaud. And they're so happy you got a new job. But that same group of people you go to and say you start a business, they go, whoa, what kind of business you starting? Okay. That's a part of it. So you can't go to those same folks and you say you're building a business, you want to be successful, and you're working on becoming successful, but every time they get around you, you're moaning and groaning. Every time you get around you, who you in this business is supposed to make you successful, okay, you're complaining about your situation. Okay, that says to them, I don't want to be a part of that business. She or he has too many problems. Okay, I'm just sharing some stuff with you. Okay, these have a say in the business, fake it till you make it. Well, many folks took that as fake, go get fake cars and fake jewelry and fake stuff and look successful. I'm encouraged, don't do that. Don't waste your money trying to impress your neighbors and friends. Don't let anybody say to you, as soon as you make some money, they're going to get in. Don't believe that, because if that was the case, I would have, like I say all the time, lined up from here to Richmond, Virginia, get into business. Okay? I grew up right here, 30 minutes from where I live right now today. I ain't had a job in 25 years. I got many of my friends from high school, elementary school, and college. They know more about my success than I do. I bump into somebody I haven't seen in 25 years. And they'll say stuff to me like, man, I heard you became a millionaire in that pyramid stuff. They don't know what I do. Okay. I had some tell me, said, man, I heard you became a multi-millionaire. You rolling in that Amway business. I ain't been in Amway since 1993. Okay. I mean, people talk about you. That's another part of success. I learned that in 1983. When people say, look, I learned when people start to talk about you, you're doing something. Until you start to do something with your life, until you start to chase your dream, nobody's talking about you. Nobody talked about you before you got in networking. They didn't care what you were doing. Okay. I mean, talk about you a little bit, but man, you can become a topic of conversation more when you start dreaming. But don't go buy stuff to impress me. Don't go buy a new car because it might get your friend, your buddy in. It might for a minute. But until a person develops that internal heart, that internal drive, that internal hunger, your exterior success is not going to move them to overcome the challenges they must come to achieve. They'll start justifying your success. They'll start saying, well, you were lucky. Well, you found the right people. I don't have any friends. Well, you got all the brothers and sisters. Who am I going to sponsor? They'll come with any rationalization in their head as to why they can't do it. Okay? Please hear me. I got relatives and family and members who saw me build a 7,500 square foot home in a private community with tennis courts, swimming pools, 6.5 baths in the house, walk-in closet for my wife's shoes. They saw all that stuff. Did not inspire them. They saw me buy Escalades and Mercedes-Benzes and all that stuff. Okay? They seen me free for 25 years. And those folks, man, I went to college or high school, they're still not doing the business. It's not a criticism. They don't have to do the business. Please hear me. I'm not criticizing. I'm not upset with it. It is a part of the process. Don't worry about it. But there will be some people who will watch you grow, who won't know about your problems, who won't know about your challenges. And they'll see the day coming. All of a sudden, you rolling down the street in that brand new BMW. Okay? Or you just bought that new home. Or they've seen the first change. They see not your clothes. Okay, it's important. Watch this. Let me make this very distinction too, and dealing with your family and friends, and dealing with associates, people you meet. You don't have to look like you're a multi-millionaire. Anybody who run across me in Newport News, Virginia, go, "Oh my God, that's my leader." They go, "Oh God, there's Mr. Best." I'll be walking through Walmart just like anybody else, or walking through Food Line, and I hear somebody go, "Ahoo!" I go, "Oh, I've been busted," and I'm out there in a T-shirt, my Wealth Builders cap, okay, hadn't shaved in 2 days, pair of regular tennis shoes and a pair of sweatpants. Okay, I'm absolute bona fide. The millionaire next door. Nothing about me says nothing about. I mean, most times they might see a watch, but if they don't know what the watch is, they don't know it's just another watch. Okay, so other than that, nothing about me screams freedom. Nothing about me screams success. Nothing about me says we have organized. Nothing about me says I made more money last month that most people make all year long. Nothing about me says that, except maybe my attitude. Okay, because regardless of my income, my attitude is always a 10 plus. Regardless of what the doctors say about my health or Val's health or my mother's health or my brother's sister's health or who dies in the family, I don't share all that stuff, man. I'm like gone. Okay, I share with somebody who may need to know. Okay, Like when I had a heart attack 5 years ago, I didn't publicly announce it all over Facebook. I'm in the hospital with a heart attack. Pray for me. I didn't do that. Okay. Valerie picked up the phone and called Mr. Delk. Now I hope you're hearing what I'm saying. Okay. You don't have to. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Let me get back to my point. Look comfortable. You need a comfortable car. You don't need a 500 SL to impress the people so they can get your business. That won't make them get the business and stick. But be comfortable. You don't have to look like you destitute, but you also have to walk around with all this fake designer stuff on like you got it going on. Okay? Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. Invest your money in personal development. Invest your money in books. Invest your money in stuff for your brain. Invest your money in your health. Okay? And invest your money in your business. Now, unlike things we've done in the past, I need to stay on point. Lord have mercy, I got so many things I want to tell you. Okay? So here's the point I'm trying to get at. Look comfortable. The number one thing you want to fake is not your lifestyle. You want to fake your attitude. And I do mean that's a fake, because your house is on fire and everything is going on and everything is negative and people are dying around you and relatives dying and all this kind of stuff. Okay, you got to be that source of strength and inspiration for the people around you and show them how to gracefully deal with these challenges. And they will say, "You're so lucky. You never had any problems." That's somebody said to Valerie about 2-3 years ago. A friend of ours said, "Man, you and Tyrone so lucky. You guys never have any problems." We said, No. We never tell you about our problems. That's the difference. It's not that we don't have any. We just don't share them with you. You all over the world sharing your problems with everybody, so everybody know your business. We just don't tell you our problems. We don't tell you I have to take Gabriel to the hospital, or Alex to the hospital, or Val has to go to the hospital, or I have to go to the hospital. I didn't tell folks the whole year and a half when I was going back and forth to my mother's house 5 and 6 nights a week, helping to put my father in bed, take him to the hospital. I was blessed. I said, man, I felt so blessed back in 2011 and 12 and 13 to be in a position to do that, to be free. My mother said, I got to take your dad to the, I said, Mom, I'll be there to help you. She said, I got to take him to the hospital. The Tuesday went, Mom, I got nothing to do. I paid the price to be free. When you need me, pick up the phone. There ain't nothing I got to do that's a precedent over you other than Valerie and my boys here. So if nothing going on I got to do there, pick up the phone. And the joy of my life was that last 2 years I spent with my father before he passed. It's worth any price I ever paid in this business to be free, to be there to help my mother and to help him. Please. Anyway. So you don't have to fake your attitude. I didn't get on the phone. I didn't get on every power call and tell people all that kind of stuff was going on all the time. Man, it's not necessary. You want to be an inspiration to people. Leadership is tough. Mr. Delk and I have this conversation all the time. He said, man, Tyrone, he said, number one, I know that leadership was lonely. I said, leadership may be one of the loneliest journeys you ever take in your life, because you absorb things and you carry that weight on your back, okay, as a leader. And the more responsibility, the more stories you have, the more stress you can handle, the more you carry of other people's issues on your shoulder. Like many of you have seen that little scripture or that little poem or saying where you say, the guy says, I'm walking in the sand, and there was 2 sets of footprints all the time. 2 sets of footprints. And then it says, but on my most troubled times, in my most troubled times, as I look back through my life, I only see 1 set of footprints in the sand. And it says, I know, because that is when I carried you. That is when I carried you. As a leader, okay, we carry a lot of responsibility. And we have to learn how to absorb things. You want to grow as a leader, you got to learn how to absorb things, learn how to keep those things to yourself. And there'll be a time you tell your story when you're on the other side of your story. You don't tell your story when you're in the midst of the storm. Okay, that's not encouraging. You tell the story when you had the victory. I'll tell you about my brain tumor because that was 30 years ago. I can tell you about my second brain tumor because that was 30 years ago. I can tell you about the house being in foreclosure because that was 1985. Okay, that was 1985. I've been on the other side of that victory. You tell the story after you have the victory. You don't tell the story when you're in the midst of the storm. Anyway, let me get off that. Enough said on that. Okay. I hope you hear me, folks. Okay. And when you do have to share, do everything you can to share with somebody upline. or if you got a close friend that's cross line for you that you really talk to, then great. I mean, I understand we all need some time we need to share with somebody. Okay. But we all have challenges. Everybody, I was in a one seminar one time, and the guy said, "You think you got problems?" He's, I can tell you what, I can have everybody write down their major problems on a piece of paper and throw it in a bucket. I'm gonna bring all the problems up front in the counter, and then I'm gonna let you come up front and pick out somebody else's problems. And you take their problems home with you, and they take your problems. So I guarantee you, most of you be screaming, looking back for your own problems, because everybody got something going on all the time. Okay, now we got that done. Okay, let's get back to building the business. Okay, but see, folks, I mean from the bottom of my heart, this is the business. We're not doing brain surgery here. Okay, there's 2 or 3 fundamental things we do in this business. When you do those fundamental things, you're going to become wealthy. You're going to become free. What are those things? 1, get a package. Can everybody do that? Yes, yes, yes. Type yes in the word, say yes. Everybody can get a package. I don't care. The brokest person on the planet can somehow put together $149 US and get a package. Might take them 3 months. They completely destitute, living on the street, but it still can be done. Okay, still can be done. Okay, number 1, anybody can go find 3 people. I don't care if you look long enough, you'll find 3 people that are coming with $150 to do this business. Now you've done your part. So now all that has to happen for those 3 people to continue the process. Just don't stop until they find 3. You're gonna find yourself the next 9 months to a year making $200,000. So it's obvious then, wait a minute. Well, if that's all people got to do, then what's stopping people from doing it? It's the bunch of 40,000 years of programming up here. That's why we do class in session. That's why we do the power call. That's why we do presentations 7 nights a week to deal with this stuff up here and say, hey, look, you know what? Status won't pay the bills. We know you went to college. We know you got a good job at IBM, Xerox, General Motors, Ford Motor Company, somebody, Dale, somebody got you a nice little comfortable job. We know that. Okay. But that don't mean you're free. Okay. There's another level of freedom there. We got to deal with that. Then we got to deal with some of those who got the PhD. PhD stands for powered higher and deeper. I mean, the education powered higher and deeper, and they still have a challenge of thinking about a paper bag. I can't imagine how many doctors, none against doctors. God knows, thank God, there's a doctor when you need one. But if anything, the last 30 years have taught in this country, education will not make you wealthy. Being able to recite and memorize information and data will not make you wealthy. Being able to apply that data and think how to apply that information and build a life that you dream about. That's what the information education will be all about. It's not be going to college, take a test, and then you get a 95 and you finally graduate magna cum laude, but you still can't think. Somebody show you an opportunity that says, hey, get a package, sponsor 3 people, and you can become a millionaire. And you go, I don't know. Or better, here's a thinking philosophy. 40,000 people have already voted yes to GS Partners. 40,000 people voted yes in the month of December. And you run across some well-meaning person after you tell them 40,000 people involved, after you tell them people made anywhere from $100 to over $50,000 in the first month, they go, I got to think about it. Think about what? Think about going to work 40 hours a week for somebody else to be broke at age 65 or 70. Think about what? Now I'm saying it to you because you already hear what I'm talking to the family now. But think about that for a minute. What is there to think about? After a while, when you get in this business, you start realizing, man, you start thinking you must be some kind of genius. And you're not, to God be the glory. I say it all the time. But you can't help it because you go, wait a minute now. Why did I see this thing and this person doesn't? And this is why I say relax. Because see, if some of you don't know, I've done enough meetings where there'd be like 50 people in a room, and let's say 45, let's say 35 or 40 of them are guests. They're there for the first time. And I pull my heart out, man. I pull my heart out. I tell them all about the dream. I tell them the whole conversation plan. And in that room, there'll be 10 to 20% say, yep, I'm ready to get started. And there'll be about 30% say, I got some questions. And there'll be another 25 or 30% say, I don't even know why I came. They saw nothing. They felt nothing. They saw nothing. And you walk away, scratch your head. See, it's not about you. It's about them and the timing in their life. It really is, folks. That's why I say, man, don't let anybody stress you out about this business. Realize when you show it to them, you go, oh, okay, they don't have a dream. Okay, they don't make them bad people. They're not ready yet. Go on to the next one. Go on to the next one. And go on to the next one. This morning, I'm sitting here as we're getting ready. Now, watch this. I pick up my book. I'm going to say it one more time. If you're not walking around with 5 or 10 copies of this book, you haven't quite got the idea of what we're doing yet. You think we in the cryptocurrency business. You think we're in the gold business, the silver business, the diamond business. We're in the crypto card business. You think we're in the G999 business. All those are products of what we do. Because of the company we partner with, GS Partners, all those are what we do. That's what we get compensated on when people acquire those things. But what helps people to acquire those things is getting that attitude right. And I'm telling you, I'm reading this book. This is the book that I wrote. So you understand, I done read it about 25 times. I read it 20 times just to write it and edit it. Okay? And I'm reading the book, and I got so cranked up just in reading the mission and just in reading the first part. And that's not an ego trip. I'm saying to me, this book says what we're all about. It says what I'm about. And then you see a comment by the CEO himself, Mr. Michael L. Dalco. Then you see a comment by Dr. Patrice Gordon. You see a comment there by my sister, Dr. Terry Best. First doctor in my entire family. Okay, my 400-year plus lineage in North America, and the first doctor is Dr. Terry L. Best. I'm so proud of my sister. She don't have any idea. I'm very proud of her as a doctor. Okay, she can't grasp this networking concept. Okay, she's in it. Always sign up. Praise God, she does. Thank you, Brother Eric. Okay. Brother Eric Teray said he bought 20 of these books, I guess a year ago, and he gave them out. Okay. Now, that was 2 years ago. Wow. Do you think the books, I'm not saying that's the sole reason. He's doing class and session every day. But do you think these books were contributing factors for him having a core of folks who support? I'll let him explain that to you. All I can tell you is that Mr. Eric Teray Muhammad is new to the industry. New. 2 years new to the industry, and he's blowing people away in this thing. He's blowing folks away. And what he's accomplished already in the first 30 days, he's blowing people away. Not because his income. I think his income this month to blow folks away. He won't tell it. I won't tell it either, but it's substantial. And probably put him in the top 2% income earners in the country this month. Okay. But what's blowing people away is not his depth of knowledge, information, all that's great. I believe in my heart the primary reason Mr. Brother Eric Teray and Falame have some people joining them in the business is their commitment. Is your commitment to your vision, your purpose, to have people call you and say, hey, man, sign me up. Hey, man, I want to get in. They watch you every single morning, 7 days a week during class and session. They hear on a power call. I cannot emphasize to people, I'm going to say one more time. If you're not saying hello on the power call at least once or twice a week, you're hurting yourself. It gives you credibility when you speak up on that power call and people on your team hear you speak up. Because so many people are afraid to say something on the power call. Okay? Second thing, do a Zoom. Do your Zoom. You should be doing at least 1 or 2 live Zooms every single week. Doesn't matter what you say. What matters is can you convey your sincerity in that live video. It doesn't matter what your house look like. Doesn't matter where you're doing it from. Can you take that thing, hit live, and say hello? Hey, my name is Rain and Shine. I just want to say hello to you. I wish you a great day, man. I'm so excited about my business and what's going on. Hey, if you're ever looking for another way to make more money, hey, please feel free to inbox me sometime, and maybe I'll tell you about it. But anyway, God bless. You have a wonderful day. This is Rain and Shine and Jensen. We out. That's it. You ain't gotta sell them the program. We do it every day at 12 o'clock and 9 o'clock. You gotta sell them you, and that you are serious about what you're doing. Literally, man, shut me down, man. Is there a question I can answer? Guys, I'm so cranked up going to this year. I mean, I went in my back office last night, and I looked at it, and tears went in my eyes. Not because of the income, Tears went in my eyes because of how much the organization, we're talking about 15,000 people, started from zero again. 15,000 people joined the organization the first 30 days. And I thought all the folks on the team, I'm talking about hundreds, if not thousands, who've gotten paid in the month of December. Like God just threw down a miracle right there before Christmas for those folks who want to go Christmas shopping. All of a sudden they had money. They had income. They were paying bills. They was taking money. They get a block card. They doing things. And man, I just sit down. I had to say a prayer one more time. Okay. Hey, Connie Dispute, how you doing? Pam Dixon. Okay. I mean it, folks. You can do this thing. It's worth doing. And it's worth whatever price you got to pay. Okay. I remember the stuff I went through in the 80s building this business. You're not even doing anything like that. Come on, man. Sit down and text, post, and email, and get on live Zoom. I'm sitting in my house 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I'm dressed up there. I don't have my pajama pants. I actually have some pants on today. And I put this shirt on because I'm going to run out somewhere maybe in a few minutes. Okay, pick up some breakfast or something for Val. I don't know if I don't cook it. Okay. This is a lifestyle you dream about, and you can have it. It ain't that big a deal. You just got to make up your mind you're not going to let anyone or any circumstance steal it from you. Plug in everything that's going on. Develop your mind, develop your attitude. You want your attitude and your posture to say, my business is successful. Not your clothes, not your car. Okay? Your attitude. Okay? And you're not dependent upon any one person to build your business. You're out looking for people who are looking. And that's, again, what this book is all about. This book is saying what? A guide. It's a guide. It ain't hard to read. They read things in an hour. It's a guide to surviving in a jungle of non-dreamers. That's what I wrote this book to help you say, oh, wait a minute. Okay, so my family and friends don't get in. That don't mean there's something wrong with the business. And it doesn't mean there's something wrong with them. It just means they're not ready yet. Oh, wait a minute. Being told no. Oh, that's a part of the business. You're being discouraged sometimes. Oh, it's okay to be discouraged. And look, it's okay to think about quitting. Just don't do it. It's okay to think about giving up. Just don't do it. Okay? You understand? And what that book does is remind you of the struggle and remind you that it's worth it. There's a dream, there's a struggle, and then there's a prize, and the prize will far surpass the struggle. Okay? You've heard me say 1,000 times, it took me 12 years of part-time effort to get free. I'd do it again if it took 25 years. Because most people, Brother Eric, I'm turning over to you when I finish this. If any questions or comments from people, most people will never, ever, ever, folks, know freedom. Never. Okay? I mean, you could say you're free once you retire 65 or 70 and you got Social Security coming in. But if you're free and your body's broke down, you can't even enjoy life. Okay? And the only thing you're doing is hanging around watching TV at 65 or 70 because you don't have any of the strength or the money to do anything, to travel, to do the things. That's why I used to get so, I said, man, they tell you at 65 years old, you're finally going to be free to travel. No, you're not. At 65 or 70 years old, you might do some travel. Okay? If you're in good enough health to want to travel all the time, man, please. Okay? You would like to retire young. Man, Val and I retired at 40 years old. Man, we vibrant, run around, do anything we want to do. And we still do pretty much what we want to do right now. But not like we did at 40. Man, we in Hawaii running on the beach. Well, we might be in Hawaii now walking on the beach, but we ain't running nowhere. Anyway, man, let me stop, guys. I'm having some fun, which I hope you guys see that you have the most incredible video I've ever seen in my life. Okay, the questions. I want you to write these down if you haven't done it. I got 3 questions now. I had the 1 question, so I said 3 questions. First question is, who wants more? Just get this in the back of your mind, because I'm going to make a video today called Who Wants More? First question, who wants more? Then the second question is, who wants to be free? And the third question, who wants to be a millionaire? And I believe that GS Partners, along with this Wealth Builders Worldwide family, that means you, has the answer to all 3 of those questions. We are the solution. We are the answer to all 3 of those questions. If you want more, sign up. Just more. I don't care if the more is $100 a month or $200 a month or $500 a month. If you just say, I want more. I don't believe that millionaire stuff that guy talking about. I don't believe that freedom stuff. But you know what? I got 3 jobs right now. If it'll help me eliminate one, or in fact, I'm thinking about getting a part-time job for 2020. Get out of that paycheck mentality. Get out of that. I got to go get a job to make some money thing. If you do, temporary, fantastic. Your job with financial freedom. Go get 2 jobs if you need to up your cash flow for temporary, but make it temporary. Because right here, Wealth Builders Worldwide, we're going to show you, number 1, how to get more. Starting today, January 1, today. Number 2, we can show you how to get free. Because you don't have to become a millionaire to get free. All the average person needs an extra $2,000 to $3,000 a month. I didn't say 4, 5, or 6,000. The average person don't even bring home 50 grand a year. Okay, now that's the truth. So we know 3 to 4 grand a year. The average person will be free who's selling 40 to 60 hours every time a week. Now, once you get free, when you get free and you're making 3, 4 grand a month, you can say, oh, wait a minute. If I keep doing the same thing I'm doing and more of it, I can get $8,000 to $10,000 a month. And then we can start talking about becoming a millionaire. And what's the formula for becoming a millionaire? I hope everybody got this written down there. I hope everyone has this memorized. What's the formula for becoming a millionaire? 3 simple steps. Number 1, get a package. Number 2, get 100,000 G999 coins as fast as you possibly can. Step 3, just wait. God Almighty. Okay, and you didn't have to go to college for it. You didn't have to be $300,000 in debt to get it. You didn't have to go to a weekend seminar retreat with a guru. All you have to do is plug into a live stream with any one of these gladiators up here with the 1,000 gladiators we got all around the world. They can tell you a 3-step formula to become a millionaire. Is it a guarantee? No. But it's the best guarantee you're going to get. Okay? They're not even guaranteeing you a job after 4 years of college. Whoo, God bless, man. Brother Eric Ray, man, come on out. Stop me, man. You shouldn't have me come on at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm too fired up. Back to you, sir. I'll stay for a minute. I answer any questions in the comments. Anyone can help, let me know. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. And for it, please, everybody give up the love and peace and the greetings and the salute to the 9-star general, Mr. Tyrone Best. Mr. Best, thank you so much. Family, those of you who have the coordinates, you know at 9:15 we do our believers meeting, so we're going to have a little after party. So, Mr. Best, you're welcome to join us, of course, as always, and we want to thank you. We want to thank you so much for what you offered. And it's interesting how you talk about how most people don't even earn $50,000 a year. And, you know, some of us have done it in a month. In this, that started
in
December.
In December.
Wow. 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 Whoo. Mr. Best, thank you so much. If there are any questions, we have a few more minutes with our leader here, and you can type them in the chat, and we'll raise it for him to review. I want to thank all of you for chiming in from all over the country and outside the country. Thank you so much for being here in this inaugural start of a year. What a way to start a year. You start a new year, a new day, a new opportunity, a new mind, and you're energized now to do it. Because, like he said in the subject matter, all you can do is all you can do. So we just do it. We just do it. You know.
Mr. Brother, and the part of that is, and have the faith, truly the faith. Faith is required as an entrepreneur. Have the faith that God, the universe, is going to respond to your desires and your effort. Okay? Scripture said we reap what we sow. Well, then if you're sowing and you're a believer, you got to expect to what? Reap.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that deep. Now, here's the challenge. We just don't know when the reaping starts. That's the challenge. God is testing your faith. How long will you reap?
Wow.
How long will you sow? How long will you sow? How long will you sow in the midst of the storm? Will you sow when you're up? Will you sow when you're down? Will you sow when you're challenged? When you sow when it look like nothing's going to happen and nothing's happening? You just sponsor 20 people next month, all 20 quit. Will you continue to sow? Whoa, boy. Get me cranked up on that one. That's the challenge. Challenge our faith is being challenged. This is a challenge of your faith. This is a faith walk. Can you go through 100 people to look? Last year, man, you got me cranked up, brother Eric. I'm one of the first millionaires I met in the business back in the 80s. He went through 59 no's in a row. 59 in a row. And I'm not talking about 59 text messages. I'm not talking about 59 people he invited to a video. I'm talking about 59 times where he sat down with a couple. He sat down with somebody and said, let me show you the business. This is you. 59 times in a row before he finally got a yes. But 3+ years after that first yes, he was a millionaire. Are you willing to go through what you got to go through to find Brother Eric Teray, to find a busy bird, to find a CC Mahone, to find somebody, to find a leader who says, I got this thing. Okay, to find a Debbie Shaw. There you go. Okay. I mean, are you willing to do what you got to do? To find a Roz Range. Woo, to find a Demawi, to find another believer. And by the way, God, let me throw this nugget out there for you. And that believer you find may not even be the person who's going to build the business. It's that person that helps you believe. See, the first guy sponsored this industry in 1983, man, look, I get emotional. I want to cry about him every time I even think about him. Because that person saying yes kept the dream alive for me. When everybody said no, when I had already gotten, I don't know, 20, 30 no's, nobody came to my first meeting, nobody came to my house. They couldn't find my house anymore no more. They could find it for the pool party, find it for the steak party, find it for anything else, but they couldn't find it when I had an opportunity. After struggling with 2 weeks trying to get anybody to listen, I finally got a friend of mine and he said yes. I told you last night, he didn't do anything for 3 years. But that one yes changed my whole life. Because he said, wow, okay, I can do this thing. That one yes. And he didn't do anything for 3 years. I kept doing it. And then I mentioned another buddy of mine who I found that same year, about September of that year, 1983. Met him, stranger. Never met him in my life. Met him in a Long John Silver's. Stand behind him and say, hey, bro, how you doing? If I can show you how to make an extra $50 a month part-time, would you be interested? He said, well, yeah, man, whatever. I never seen the dude, stranger. And we still friends right now today, 37 years later. And he's become a multi-mega millionaire in the business, but he got free after 12 years. And he and his wife got free, and he had a job. Okay. And he was that other anchor of belief that kept me going for year after year after year. See, the one you find may not be the one. Okay. The biggest one I've ever found in the business, that's ever popped in the business, you guys know him. That's Michael L. Dalco. Okay. And I didn't find him. Okay. And I didn't find his sponsor. His sponsor found me. Boy, that's reciprocity right there. You reap more than you sow. You reap more than you sow. Woo! You reap more than you sow. I mean, you think about this in 1990, testing your faith. Can you imagine his sponsor walking my house at 24, 25 years old in 1996? I chat to the guy, the same kind of chat we have right now. He leave my house with a bunch of audio cassettes, leave my house with a book or two. That's why I fed everybody. Why we had no money, but we feed the whole team. Read these books, take this stuff. And I hadn't seen the dude. Hadn't planted that seed in 1996. I hadn't talked to him, hadn't spoken to him, hadn't seen him. Okay. And then in 2013, the guy reaping what you sow, the guy called me and said, hey, Mr. Best, I understand that you are in this other program. I said, yes, sir. So would you sponsor me? I said, yes. And then he makes the phone call to Mr. Dalco. God, am I trust the system. Trust God. Back to me. Lord have mercy.
Wow. All you could do is cry on that one. You know, I had to come off camera, Mr. Best, because the children heard that you referenced my possibility of being in the top 2% of earners in the month, and they were trying to put in loan applications, handwritten loan applications.
Hey,
they're not 18 yet, so you know.
You got to stop talking about income, man. My family started hearing this stuff. They're on Facebook. As soon as you got the Facebook, you talking about I made X amount of dollars, then my phone started ringing. So I said, that's how Look, hey, Eric, that's why I talk about you ain't coming out buying. Cause Christmas time, you around Christmas time telling folks, hey, I made 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand. Oh Lord, you know,
The week before Christmas.
It's like every time you meet somebody famous, they say once they become famous and wealthy, they find relatives they didn't know they had. Okay,
Right.
long lost fathers be finding you, uncles be finding you, cousins that you didn't know, fourth generation removed. The beautiful thing about networking, you know, nobody knows you having the money unless you tell them.
Mm-hmm.
For
Mm-hmm.
one person, you want fame and fortune. When you're young, you want fame and fortune, or you think that fame and fortune go together. When you start to mature, that's why you hear celebrities all the time, they be hiding somewhere. Because when you start to mature, you want the fortune, but you could care less about the fame.
Right.
I love being able to walk through Walmart. Okay. I love being able to walk through Food Line or being walk through the grocery store, walk through the mall, and no one knows unless they see that cap or they've been on a live stream or they're in our family of wealth builders, they don't know nothing about me. I'm not a target. They're not interested, and nothing about me say, you know, now if I go by that Rolls Royce cloud, okay, then that might bring some attention. But otherwise, you know, I'm just another guy in the look. I'm just another guy. Can I say something with you guys one time? It cracks me up, brother. When I sit there sometime and I'm prospecting people about the business, and I'm saying to myself, boy, they don't know. As I just hand them $1 million opportunity, and they don't know. Okay, they don't know. They none about me says, hey man, I need to figure out what this guy is called. But then you'll see when they finally plug in, they go, oh my great man, you didn't have to. They realize right then, you didn't have to give me a card at all. You doing okay with this thing without me? I said, yeah, I do all right. Okay, but I'm on a mission. I'm
Yes, sir.
looking for dreamers that want to be free. Okay, I like what Abdul Umnadi says. Just see the Harriet Tubman. I've had that
Mhm.
feeling for 30 years. I'm trying to lead people for freedom for 30-something years, man. Come on, freedom's over here. Back to you, sir.
Oh, Mr. Best, we thank you. We thank you so much for honoring us with this day one message that'll carry us for the next 364 and one quarter. I'm telling you, family, you know, it's not a matter of what you want. It's not a matter of if you can do it. It's not a matter of I hope I can get. It's all about I will. Be the business, do what's required, and you'll have all the rewards that the universe has in store for you because it's built for us. It was all created for us. And I just can't thank you enough, Mr. Best, for sharing your heart and sharing the wisdom. And thank Ms. Valerie Best for us this morning, as well as Gabe and Alex. And let me just run through some real quick announcements, and then we'll come back to you, Mr. Best, because we want to encourage everybody to be a part of Class in Session every Monday through Saturday, sometimes Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern, on the various pages that'll hold us because we be fired up, 8 a.m. Eastern all around the world. Okay. And then, today is New Year's Day. It is the Freedom Friday. Mr. Rodney Berg is going to bring the noise at the 10:45 a.m. power call. And I can't imagine what he has ready for us, but I know we're going to be there. And it is true. Someone asked me, is it true? Yes, Rodney Berg and I are neighbors. Okay. We don't see each other as much right now because we're all masked and sheltered in place. Every now and then he'll leave a cup at my door for some sugar, and every now and then I'll leave a cup at his door for some flour, but we are neighbors. Okay. 10:45 a.m. on the mighty power call. It's Freedom Friday. www.goldrocks.info is the platform, and I'll give you what Mr. Reggie Scott gives us. Family, you are invited to today's power call on the new platform, 10:45 a.m. Eastern, 9:45 a.m. Central, 8:45 a.m. Mountain, 7:45 a.m. the Maui Pacific time. www.goldrocks.info. That again is www.goldrocks.info. There is a password involved. You need to get on the platform. You don't want to sit on the side looking from around the corner, you over the fence. You want to get on the platform. www.goldrocks.info. And somebody's going to be gracious enough to give you the password this morning on this platform. reach back out to that one who invited you here and let them know you're ready to get on board, get it in. As Mr. James Brown used to say, get involved, get into it. I'm looking for those two sisters who normally do our password announcement. So I'll just share what I remember of it. There it is. You can see that. That's the password. If you can't see that, you need to get back to the one who shared the opportunity to you and with you. Okay, because it is private. All right. I want to thank Brother Mustafa and Sister Janetta Muhammad for sharing with us yesterday, sharing their heart, sharing their vision for the new year is definitely in tune and in line with what we have. And there's the numbers again for you to learn more about the Pax Immune supplement that they make available around the world, including Roz Range. I got some that I had to pick up from her earlier. Well, I had to pick up from her later today. So I want to thank all of you for the opportunity. Now, on behalf of Mr. Alex Best, our in-house archivist, we'll share our little presentation, and then we'll come back for closing comments from Mr. Best. Stand by.
Unity, no power. White power for white people. Black power for black people. 1967. The Black Panther Party. The movement. Freedom.
Let's talk about freedom. Freedom.
We will not bow down to racism. We will not bow down to injustice. We will not bow down to exploitation. I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna stand.
How this is time for free your mind and your soul. Yo, our story has never been told. Ladies, you got to demand what you want, and what we want is respect, right?
Come and take a walk with me, cross the walk with me, see what only I can see.
Sisters, check this. Watch this.
Turn us loose, set us free from all the chains that bind me. Let us run in our own direction. Let us know, set us free from all this propaganda and lies that your people try to teach us. I know why you would like to bring us down. Because we have all the you're trying to tell us that our lives don't mean anything, but we done so much better, so it's all this time you've been telling us these lies, but now we find it out. Yeah, all that we would never wise up, but we'll show the how black female can do. So you continue to keep us oppressed, but now we ain't going out like that. Oh no. All these lies, all this propaganda you want us to take, we're gonna take it. Freedom for my body, freedom for my mind, freedom for my I see the fear in your eyes, surprise, so cover it all. I know just who I am. I'm calling with you.
Ooh.
I can give you a rush, baby. You are my inspiration that you hold inside. Sisters rising up and saying that our time is here. We're taking back what's been us for years.
Let the heaven of a system embrace you. Embrace them of a
All these lies and all this propaganda that you want us to say. We're gonna take out
Any closing comments, thoughts, Mr. Best?
Man, you know, you shouldn't play that thing, man. That thing cracked me up, man. I'm making myself. Let me say this to you guys. We said walk in divine order. One day I'm gonna have to talk about all the things that's gone together, Brother Eric, to put this wealth builders culture together. And you think we sat down and planned all this stuff? And I'm telling you guys, no more than this name been in my head for a long time, and then all the things that have come together. Even that video clip you just played. Think about now. That video was made in 1995, 25 years ago. On that video, said we launched this organization back in 2014, really, 2013, into 2013, 2014. You know, where that come from? And then it came from the movie 300, which was done, what, 2009 or 10?
Yes,
and
sir.
Somebody brought that up, and we started chanting that and saying that. We haven't, I mean, all this stuff has been orchestrated, and, you know, you think we sit down in a marketing lab and put it all together. We didn't. Okay. And my son turned us on to that video about a month or so, 2 months ago, whatever. I said, you have got to be kidding me. And we've had the movie sitting in the house. But I said, I just shook my head and go, as Bishop Sutton says, we can't make this stuff up. Okay. We can't make, and wait a minute. And then wait a minute. We started saying we've been saying that for months. And somebody said, you know, that's the symbol that's on the periodic table for gold, AU. I said, you got to stop this. And then the last piece, you know, we've been saying WW, Wealth Builders Worldwide, for what, 7+ years, Brother Eric, right? And I don't know who it was. We got to get that brother credit. He said, WBW, we build winners. I said, wow. See, all this little stuff assigns me. WBW, we build winners. You're a winner, folks. Thank you very much. I got to make a couple phone calls and make Val some breakfast. So I'm gonna leave. I might pop back in, but I took enough time this morning. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Brother Eric, for inviting me. Congratulations for all your success, all the team success. Brother Mustafa Muhammad in New Jersey, my cousin. I want to give a shout out to you, man. Keep doing what you do. Love you. Brother Eric, talk about you all the time. I know I ain't had a chance to touch base with you, but Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mr. Best. And man, look. Whew, thank you. Family, get ready for the little after party here, the Believers Huddle. Those who have the coordinates, you're welcome. Those that don't, oh well, oops. Next time. All right. Take a screenshot of our life-changing, life-altering experience here, because it's real. We are Wealth Builders Worldwide. We do build winners. I will see us all in just a couple of minutes on the Believers Huddle, as well as 10:45 a.m. Freedom Friday, first Friday of the new year. Mr. Rodney Berger and the Power Call at 10:45 a.m. Eastern. Invite everybody out. All right, family. Peace and power. Love you all. Forward.
Oh, my people, I want you to understand and know the time. It's time that we are accepted and respected by both man and mankind. You know, the scripture says that God would choose those that are despised and rejected. And we have been that and cast aside. No one wanted us, and no one cared for us. And the worst thing about it, we never cared for ourselves. Oh, but brothers and sisters, it's time now that we fall in love with ourselves and with each other. This world has robbed us of a true guide, but it's time to unite and fight hard for unity. Brothers and sisters, we must live for each other and die for each other, because that's the only way that we're gonna know the meaning of what it is to be free. Then we'll conquer fear and wipe away all our tears. That's the benefit of our unity. Oh, my people, it is written that in the last days God would come after that sheep that was lost, and he has come today and he has given us Elijah, a man to show us the way out of the ditch of hell. So up, you mighty nation, you can accomplish anything that you will. So come on, let's rise again. Yes, let us build again. As our fathers built the pyramids and the Sphinx and all of the great ancient wonders, let's rise again and build as our fathers used to do. Come on, let's unite. Strive with all our might. Oh, let's fight hard for unity. Brothers and sisters, we must learn to live for each other and die for each other, because that's the only way we're gonna know the joy of being free. We'll conquer fear. Then we'll conquer fear and wipe away all our tears. That's the benefit of our unity. Come on, black man, rise again and build again. Unity. The basis of unity is love. When we love each other, we come into unity with each other. And when we're in unity, we have the strength and the power to overcome all obstacles in the pathway of our freedom. Yes, brothers and sisters, this is the benefit of our unity.
So let's rise again.
Come on, black man, rise again. Brothers and sisters, come on, let's build again. With a bit of unity.
So let's rise again. And build again. Benefit of unity. So let's rise again. And build again. So let's rise again. And build again. So let's rise again. Benefit of unity. Build again.